Hey, happy game day morning, friends. Mark Holmes here. Joe Boo, well, he's keeping himself from getting covered with paint. It's game day morning for everybody but our Cowboys. And quite frankly, it might be a good thing. We have a complete dogfight on our hands right now between the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys, Zeke Elliott, and the United States court system. And quite frankly, nobody knows what the hell is going on. You've got Judge Morat, and I probably mispronounced his name, but understand I'm a name butcher, says that, okay, here's what the deal is. The court ended up saying that they didn't hear the trial. What they basically said was the NFL Players Association put in their paperwork too soon, and that's what they judged on. So the court has gone back and said, okay, so they weren't, the court system did something they weren't supposed to do, and they ruled 2-1 against them. The court that ruled on that says, now wait a minute, you've got to have a rehearing on that. Well, the rehearing is going to be by the same guys that just said 2-1, that no, that's not good. So chances are, they're not going to win that. However, what the judge in Texas is saying is, until you guys rehear it, he should be eligible to play. So, in other words, the whole thing is a polluted mess. Totally, completely, 100% mess. There is no winner in this. Whether Zeke sits or doesn't sit, everybody stinks. And I mean, everybody stinks. The NFL is going to win eventually. We know that. We know about the anthem protest, that eventually the NFL is going to get what they want to do, and you are an employee of the NFL, and there's absolutely positively nothing you can do about that with the collective bargaining agreement. Where it can change is come 2021 when they have to fight it out, and it's going to be ugly. You can guarantee it's going to be ugly when the NFLPA and the NFL negotiate that new contract, because that's what this is all really about. Is setting the table. If DeMar Smith can get a win saying that the NFL has too much power, that gives them more leverage when they go to renegotiate. If the NFL wins this against Zeke Elliott, then it basically says, NFLPA, you're my bitch. You have to follow along with what we say, we set the rules, and that's that. It's about busting the union. Zeke Elliott is just the pawn in this. That, and they're of course trying to send a message to Jerry Jones that he's not above the other owners. So, it's just bad. For us, we've got the Redskins playing the 49ers. They should be able to beat the 49ers, but it is the NFL where things can change in a heartbeat. One week a team can look like, world beaters. The next week they look like straight hot garbage. Carolina is a great, Michael, you're right. Carolina, goes to New England and bitch slaps New England, and then they go home and lay an egg against the Eagles. I mean, they literally couldn't run the ball, they couldn't catch the ball, and they couldn't block against New England. So, I mean, are you telling me that New England is worse than the Eagles? Come on. That the Eagles are better than them? Come on, man. It's football, week to week. We lost 2 games, we scored some points, defense looked like hot garbage, but I'm here to tell you that defenses can change. And I know a lot of people say, well, Sean Lee is just one man. How can one man make a difference? And I'm going to tell you, Sean Lee is the quarterback of the defense. How did we play without Tony Romo? We went from 14-2, 12-4, to 4-12 because we lost our general. Sean Lee not only makes the plays out there because he is fast as can be, and on that weak side, he has been an all-pro 2 years in a row as the weak side linebacker. He calls out the plays. Sean Lee is good enough to be able to look at formation and know where the ball is going. You put a Jalen Smith in as the general, who only had 4 games and then 5 games under his belt. He doesn't have that knowledge. He didn't have the body and the leg to be able to make those plays that Sean Lee does. So yes, one guy on that defense can make a hell of a difference. You looked at Carolina's defense when Kuechly went out with the concussion, not the same defense. So yes, I have hope for the defense. Because any defense that's on pace for 50 sacks, let me say it again, this defense is on pace for 50 sacks. As opposed to what was last year, a good year for our Cowboys at 36 and the year before 29. I'm telling you that by the end of this season, this defense will be something to reckon with if Sean Lee stays healthy. I know, I'm just an idiot with a voodoo doll and a day job who's painting on football Sunday. But mark my words, this defense will arise from the dead. So I got some painting to do before I head on up the road. This is Michael's pad. That's going to be at home for a family in a couple of weeks, so I need to get it ready. So, how are you spending your day without Dallas Cowboys? You sure leave a comment and let me know. I've gotten a bunch of emails already from you guys about the tailgate in 2 weeks of the Redskin game. I'm working on figuring out the spot that I'm going to have, and of course the menu. You know, I'm going to throw down food. We're going to have rum and everything else. And I'm thinking that the people who join in will get a Jobu shot glass. So we may do something with that as well, where everybody can kind of sign up for it, so that way I know how much food I need to bring. So if you're interested, email me at cowboysmark94@gmail.com. cowboysmark94@gmail.com. Any news more on Zeke Elliott's situation, I'll be sure to bring it to you.